Uh, in this video, I will start with lake compounds. Incident 1. On June 13, 2001, a train from the Boulder Dash roller coaster ride was sent on a 60-mile-per-hour preliminary run when it struck and killed a 23-year-old groundskeeper who had been cutting weeds by the side of the ride. Incident 2. Gillette Railway. On August 4, 1986, several riders were injured after two train engines collided at a switching station. 4 people were taken to Bristol Hospital for treatment, while one was treated at the park's first aid center. Investigators determined that the accident was caused by operator error. The ride resumed operation later that evening. Incident 3. On July 1st, 2000, a 6-year-old boy fell into the lake when the tube he had used on the Lake Plunge water slide overturned. The boy was found unconscious after a 20-minute search and died 6 days later as a result of the injuries. Incident 4. On May 16, 2004, a 5-year-old boy was killed when he was struck by a fallen tree branch from a decaying 80-foot red oak tree that hung above the park's miniature golf course. Incident 5. On August 20th, 1999, a 16-year-old park employee was knocked over and then crushed by the tornado ride. The employee died from his injuries 10 hours later. Incident 6. On July 19, 1981, a 16-year-old girl died after falling from the Wildcat after attempting to stand up. Incident 7. Zoomerang number 1. On July 31st, 1997, a month after the ride opened during the same year, 27 people were stranded on the ride for 1.5 hours. After its emergency system stopped the train, the passengers were on as it was on the tracks. All were evacuated and no injuries were reported. Incident 8. Zoomerang number 2. On June 14, 2001, one of the trains stopped on the ride's co-bubble with 28 people on board after it somehow managed to continue running on the track while its automatic braking system malfunctioned. Like the previous incident, there were no injuries and everyone was evacuated off safely with firefighters at the scene. Next is Lake Winnipesaukee. I probably mispronounced that. Anyway, Incident 9. Boat Chute. On May 27, 2018, a woman broke her foot on the water ride. Incident 10. Bumper cars. On June 17, 2018, a 16-year-old suffered a minor injury while riding. Incident 11. Flyoplane. On July 16, 2016, 2 9-year-old boys suffered injuries after being ejected from their seats from the ride and fell off while it was still in motion. Incident 12. On April 19, 2003, a crowd disturbance described as a near riot involving 500 to 700 youths took place outside the park in Rossville, Georgia, after management decided to close the park 90 minutes early. Catoosa County Sheriff Phil Summers claimed the incident was caused by parents leaving their children unattended at the park with little or no money, thus unable to participate in the park's activities. Incident 13. Wild Lightning number 1. On May 27, 2018, a 62-year-old woman injured her arm and head while riding. Incident 14. Wild Lightning number 2. On June 10th, 2018, a woman fell out of the ride vehicle when her leg slipped out from the lap bar. Next is Lovesee-Mast Park. Incident 15. On September 2nd, 1991, a 17-year-old ride operator for the Little Leaper coaster named Chris Whitfield got dragged away by the roller coaster and lost his right leg after it got mangled between the train and its track/chain. The accident was featured on the television series Rescue 911 on September 29th, 1992 on CBS. Next is Land of Illusion Adventure Park. Incident 16. Haunted Scream Park. On October 21st, 2011, a 16-year-old girl visiting the park with her mother to watch her father perform in a band. Because of a pre-existing medical condition, she suffered a heart attack and collapsed inside the haunted house attraction. Her mother and the paramedics both tried to revive her by performing CPR, but she later died at Atrium Medical Center. Next is Longsheng Amusement Park. Incident 17. Scream. On May 1st, 2015, 2 guests were killed and 3 were injured when they were thrown off the attraction. Okay, so I'm skipping Luna Park, Sydney, because there was only one incident that happened, which is the 1979 Sydney Ghost Train fire, but you can read it on Wikipedia. So anyway, next is Melbourne Royal Show. Incident 18, Rebel Coaster. On September 25th, 2022, a woman in her 20s was reported to be in critical condition at Royal Melbourne Hospital after suffering severe head injuries as she was struck by a coaster train while trying to retrieve her phone. Next is Memphis Incredible Pizza Company. Incident 19. Incredible Spin Coaster. On November 11, 2016, a 17-year-old girl from Lafayette, Tennessee, who was on a church youth group class trip with other students, lost consciousness shortly after riding the spinning roller coaster at the indoor amusement center. She began to feel ill while at the place, but still got on the ride with her friends. When it was over, she collapsed after exiting. She later died after being taken to St. Francis Bartlett Hospital. Next is Mount Olympus Water and Theme Park. Incident 20. Medusa's Indoor Water Park. On January 23, 2015, a 4-year-old boy nearly drowned in the indoor water park. EMS responded and he was airlifted to a nearby hospital and later recovered. Incident 21. Neptune's Water Kingdom. On December 21st, 2016, a 16-year-old boy from Port St. Lucie, Florida, died after falling 35 feet from the Dragon's Tail water slide. The park was already closed for the season at the time, and his death was ruled accidental according to the police. Incident 22. On March 6, 2014, a 63-year-old man from Fremont, Wisconsin, fell 17 feet from the Appa Wild Mouse roller coaster after a lap bar malfunction. He was taken to a nearby hospital where he was treated for numerous fractures, a severe brain injury and was in a coma for 3 weeks. Incident 23. On August 7, 2018, a 3-year-old girl from Bensonville, Illinois, was fatally injured when she was struck by a moving car in the parking lot at the Hotel Rome Resort of the park. She was airlifted to nearby UW Hospital, but later died from her injuries. Incident 24. Zeus's Playground. On July 8, 2015, a cable snapped on the Catapult ride before 2 riders were launched in the air. They were not injured.